Tig Notaro is easily my favorite comedian. I first heard her comedy as segments on the podcast This American Life. Soon after, I saw her documentary, Tig, on Netflix, which cemented my love for Tig as a comedian and my admiration for her as an exceptionally strong and resilient woman. Tig has been through some difficult times, which she details in her memoir, I'm Just a Person. You might think it's the standard, trying to become a famous comedian was hard. This is a story a lot of comedians retell, how difficult and grueling the early years of stand-up were. But for Tig, she found stand-up completely natural and rose steadily in her career. In fact, I would say her career has been the most consistent aspect of Tig's life. In March 2012, Tig collapsed while filming a movie. She was diagnosed with C. diff, or C. difficile, a bacterial infection that takes over your digestive tract and basically eats you alive. She spent weeks in the hospital, but she recovered and came home. A week after leaving the hospital, and a few days after her birthday, Tig gets a call from her stepfather, informing her that her mother had fallen at home and suffered a massive brain injury. Her mother would die soon after. It was Ira Glass, the host of This American Life, who suggested to Tig that she use her comedy to get through her tough times. Despite initial misgivings, Tig performs a stand-up show, which will go down in history. On August 3rd, 2012, Tig Notaro performed her breakthrough stand-up performance, now known as Live. In this performance, Tig announced to her audience that she had cancer. It wasn't a joke. After everything she'd been through, Tig is diagnosed with breast cancer. Tig recounts these experiences in her memoir, the C. diff, her mother, and her cancer. She also recounts how through all of this, she tries to have children and falls in love. Please don't think that this is a depressing read. It certainly has difficult stories, but it is because of Tig's humor that the memoir is relatable and deeply moving. The title, I'm Just a Person, comes from Tig's stand-up, and it's the perfect title. Tig has a deadpan style of humor. She is distant and observational. She takes her time with her jokes, using pauses and taking moments. You can't help but smile when you watch Tig perform. If you have the opportunity, I suggest the audiobook version of I'm Just a Person, which is read by the author. I'm Just a Person is available as an audiobook at the Oakville Public Library through Hoopla. Her stand-up record Live is also available. I highly suggest checking out both.